Alright, hey family, welcome. Today we actually going to be talking about something I've been thinking about for a minute. Of course you got Father Raz over here. But yeah, we're going to be talking about the difference between a broke man and a man who currently doesn't have funds. Because there's a very big difference between that. And I think people always get confused.
Right.
So basically, a broke man, that's somebody who doesn't work. They gamble all their money away, and you know they can't hold on to anything. They don't want to actually be better, or at least they're not at the point in their life where they can try to be better. That is very different to someone who just currently doesn't have money right now. Because someone who just currently doesn't have money right now is used to grinding, trying to find something to do. They're hustling. They're doing things they got to do.
It's a fact. They're making plans. They're being strategic to be able to manifest the funds they need to be able to live the life they want to live. So I like that idea. We call both broke because we think they both kind of look the same. Lack of money equals, broke for that matter. But I don't really like that word. To me, it's like if you're not working, you're broke. Obviously, if a product or like a device isn't working, it's broke. Like that's like a physical term of like going to work, having a job. But I look at it like the man is broken because he's not working to make himself better. So yeah, he's broke. But a man who's paid his bills and now he has no money in his pocket as far as to buy expendable things, as far as he don't have an expendable income to buy things that he wants, but his needs are taken care of, that's not a broke man. That man may feel broke because the world's going to tell him to want, certain maybe clothes, or tell him that he needs to provide certain things for his children or for his wife that he may not be able to do, and that falls all on the wants. But he may feel broke because of that. But no, that man is actually not broke, and it's a shame that he would look at himself like he was broke. But what's even more shame is that other people in his world will look at him and treat him like he's broke, like he's good for nothing, when really he's out here, he's doing his thing. So I agree with you 100%.
Same thing with you ladies out here though. You seem to call yourself broke a lot, when the truth is you do have access to funds, and that's an interesting counterflip on the discussion though. Why do people also call themselves broke when they do have money, and when they have access to getting money if they want it?
A lot of times I think it's because they have they're comparing themselves to somebody who may have more, or they're comparing themselves to where they want to be in life. So if you want to have a lot of money in the bank and you're not close to that, you may have what may seem like a lot of money to other people, but if that's not what fits your standard of a lot of money or your goal, you will still say, I'm broke. But I still see that as a spell you're speaking over yourself, so you shouldn't say that. You should say I'm manifesting. You know what I'm saying? I'm still accomplishing my goals. I'm still on my journey to manifesting my goals.
Right.
Instead of saying, hey, I'm broke. I mean, y'all got to think like this. How often do we spend more money on clothes and shoes because they tell us that if you don't spend a lot of money on your clothes and shoes, you cheat? So just imagine a man and woman who's perfectly clothed. They have good enough clothes, but in their mind they feel like, well, I can't afford these certain types of brands and clothes, so I feel broke. But that's just psychological programming. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to create all this stress in your mind because you're going to feel ashamed of not being this person who can buy all these things when you have clothing, and so this starts in school and all. What are those? And you have a horrible reputation if you don't wear the best clothes. So a lot of us, we try and put our children in the best clothes, and if we can't do that, we feel broke, we feel inadequate. And we're keeping all the bills paid. Our children do have clothes, but we want them to have name brands, and if they don't, we carry that as this weight of like unsuccess or bad parenting. If we can't keep up with all the holidays that they make up and convince us you got to spend a whole lot of money in to contribute in, if we can't keep up with those holidays, Christmas, Easter, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Halloween, we're always having to spend money to make the people that's in our lives know we care about them, just care about them. We got to spend money to do that. And if we can't do it, it comes off as to us like we're broke. And if we can't, get our wives whatever for Valentine's Day a lot of times, or her anniversary, her birthdays, all those types of things we have to keep up. You know what I mean? You start to feel inadequate. I know a lot of cultures don't even celebrate birthdays, but for those that do, you know the feeling you feel behind birthdays. Sometimes you don't have it right then to be able to get your child or loved one or whatever the birthday gift, and so you feel some type of way. That stuff is crazy, man, because it shouldn't. We're a culture that's taught that gift giving is how you show your love. So if you can't go buy a gift, then you feel like you've let that person down, or that somehow you coming up short. But I feel like a kind gesture for the person that you care about speaks louder than those gifts do. So, but they want us to believe that, you know, spend the money that you work hard for to, you know, manifest your life and destiny. You're supposed to have a purpose and save your money for what you need, for the things you need and the things that fit inside of your purpose and plan. But you got to think that should be your goal. But if they can distract you enough to where you're chasing fads and trends and fashions and making your family members happy by what you can buy them on whatever holiday and keeping up with all this stuff just so they can care about you and love you too, you're probably not going to get closer to your goals if you're chasing the approval of others through these things. And a lot of times that's what make you call yourself broke, is they create a standard of what's not broke, and that's obviously rich. So if you're not rich, you're broke, and that's very difficult because it makes a man believe that even when he's okay, he's not. You know what I mean? Like say as children, he can father his children and give them everything they need, and sometimes even want, right? And the children will be absolutely happy. They can't imagine having a better parent, better mother or father, but that mother or father will still feel like they're not doing enough for those children, and they'll think those children aren't happy because they know other parents that can do more or something. It's comparisons. It's crazy, man.
That's crazy. That's a crazy thing. Y'all need to make sure that y'all stay tuned for more. There'll be definitely a lot more coming soon.
That's a good thought or idea. And I want to say to all of you men and ladies, stop calling yourself broken. Stop speaking those spells over each other. If you have a strategy and a plan for life and you're executing that plan daily, you're not broke. You're actually correct, that you're working. You're on the right path. And what will happen is you will have success if you stay on that path. But don't allow yourself to be discouraged telling yourself that you're broke or broken. It's just not true.
Alright. Now remember, you gotta be the you that you wanna see.
That's right.
The journey to rising and enlightening yourself begins in here. So never forget that.
Let's do it.